All right. So, drinking a tea or a tincture? That's the question. Well, here's the thing. If you don't know your body and what your body actually needs or the underlying cause of the problem, then taking the wrong thing can interfere with your ultimate desire of outcome. So let me explain. Okay. First, you need to know what your body needs. Does it need support? Okay. Is it needing support? Is there sometimes outside of teas or tinctures or herbs or anything, what your body's actually needing is a different routine, different way of looking at your body. For instance, let me give you an example. Let's say you're needing to lose weight. Do you need a tincture? Do you need a tea to lose weight? Maybe not either. All right. And the reason being is because it could be something simple, a simple change. Like, is it your gut health? Are you eating things and drinking things that are interfering with your gut health? That's messing with your hormones? Or are you not moving around enough? Like simple movement. Are you getting up after you eat and moving, or are you sitting still? These things can make huge difference, and you don't need a tea or a tincture at the time. Now, does it hurt to have a tea or a tincture? I'm not going to say hurt, but I'm going to say that it can interfere with your outcome. For instance, if you're wanting to lose weight, now let's take detox. Let's say detox. So you want a detox, right? I prefer gentle detoxing over extreme detoxing. And I prefer creating a ritual around detoxing and mindfulness around detoxing. And how that looks is like this. It's, you sit down and you're drinking a tea. Well, you're getting hydrated, start with. I'm not against tinctures, okay? I'm just going to tell you the pros and cons in both. All right, so you're sitting down, you're drinking a tea, you're getting hydrated, you're being mindfulness, and you're enjoying the taste of something. That alone can help with weight loss and detoxing, all right? There's different parts of the plants that are used for teas and detoxing, so you also got to take that in consideration, all right? So with that, I like gentle detoxing. I like working with my body and help stimulating its own detoxing. It's getting activated, getting it going on its own rather than take a tincture and forcing a detox. Now, there are extreme cases when a fast detox is necessary, but I still would follow up with drinking teas afterwards. And I wouldn't take a tincture long term. You don't drink tea, different herbal teas, like same herbal tea over and over again for long term either. You do want to split that up as well because teas are potent. All right. So it's different parts of the teas. Different parts of the plants that are used for both. So it really depends on what it is that you're wanting to address. And slower sometimes is better than fast. If you're teaching your body, if you're teaching your liver, are you trying to detox your liver and you're teaching your liver to activate and create the enzymes and detox itself, isn't that better than forcing a detox real fast? You could start off with a detox if you want, or a tincture if you want, but it still wouldn't do it. Okay, that's just not the way that I go with things. Now, I sell the herbs to make tinctures, and I sell the herbs to make teas. So I'm not against either one. I just reach for teas before I reach for tinctures most of the time. There are things that you can only get in tinctures in a concentrated form that you need it in, like say vitamin D. That's, that was something I use a tincture for versus trying to drink a tea that would give me vitamin D because I was vitamin D deficient and I needed vitamin D, vitamin K. I would take a tincture for that. There are herbs that you can get vitamin D from, but I need a stronger dose of it on a daily basis. I'd be drinking a lot of tea to try to get that, okay? I'd say calcium. You can get calcium from different plants and teas and support your calcium. I'd still take a tincture for that or a supplement for that if needed. Different kinds other than what you'd think. But there's just a time and a place for both. And like I have tinctures and I have my tea. I have my tea every day. Tea is something, okay, if you're traveling and you need to continue your detox and you're traveling and you can't drink tea throughout the day because you're on a plane and you can't fix your tea, oh, well, okay, tincture. Let's go with a tincture. All right. But if you're at home and let's say you're drinking iced tea anyways throughout the day. That's what I have. Let's say you're drinking iced tea throughout the day. Why not have, okay, so I got my regular tea in here, okay? But I set aside my little tea concoction over to the side where I add to this so I know how much I'm drinking throughout the day. Like I make enough for 2 days in here. And so I know that if I take half of it and once I've done half of it throughout the day, then I won't take no more and I put it aside. And then the next day I drink my other half. So, that's what I do daily. That's how I do most of everything daily. But like I said, I have my tinctures. And there are times that I take my tinctures. If I'm traveling, I probably would pack up my tinctures and take my tinctures with me if I'm traveling. Because if you're in a motel in different places, you can't really fix your teas, right? So that's when I take my tinctures and take it with me. When concentrated is needed, there you go. Different extraction of the plants when that's needed. Okay, you got to take that into consideration. But look, most of the time, I'm going to tell you this. Most of the time, a lot of the time, it's changing your lifestyle. For instance, if I'm trying to lose weight when my hormones was in balance. Now, I did need support for my hormones, right? And there were different things that I added to my coffee and my tea for my hormones. I never took a tincture for my hormones to balance my hormones out. But I had to change my rituals, change what I was doing throughout the day and input in my life and take out things that wasn't needed in my day to help support hormone balance. But there was things like I needed to detox my liver. I did it slowly with the tea. This one. With teas. I went through all my organs and detoxed all my organs. I did it with teas. I eliminated, I learned my body type. That's a must. Learn your body type. I eliminated things that my body type didn't support my body and kept it in balance. And I included things that my body needed. I live that way every single day. Do I eat pizza? Yeah, I eat pizza. Do I eat a hot dog? Certain kinds. Not all hot dogs are the same. No nitrates, no nothing like that. I don't live a humdrum life where I'm running around and just totally deprived, by no means. I got myself balanced. I learned my body first. I learned what it needed. And that brings me to my free decoder. Body decoder, okay? It's all based on Ayurveda perspective. You go take it hard. No funny business, okay? And you find out what your body needs. So it's in the description. It's in the comments. I suggest going doing that and starting there. It'll let you know when a tincture might be needed and when teas are needed. And I have them both. But I strongly encourage you to find out what your body needs before you dive into anything. It tells you what you, according to Ayurveda, what foods to eat that balances your body. Eliminations, eating in seasons, that's very important. Eating within the season. You got to know all these things first. And once you learn your body and decode your body and its needs, the rest is just support and ritual. Just your daily life. I mean, people make it so complicated. It's really not that complicated. I think that's the point I'm wanting to get across more than anything, is these changes and what you got to do doesn't have to be complicated. It just, a lifestyle. You incorporate into your life. It is a change of lifestyle. And you just live it every day. Like you live eating in balance every day. You live shoving crap in your mouth every day. And I'm not trying to insult anybody because I was there. I'm not talking about something I didn't do. You live doing these things every single day. What if you just stopped doing that and started finding out what your body needed and shoved that shit in your mouth instead, right? How about that? How about getting up and moving? That detoxifies your lymph system, your kidneys, your livers. That detoxifies. It doesn't have to be complicated, and I've made it as simple as it possibly can be. You can join my school platform. You get 7 days free, all right? And you can stay if you want to stay for $9 a month. And there, I try to make it as simple as I can. We interact in there. It's just simple. I can't make it any simpler than it is. I also don't tell you anything that I haven't done, that I don't actually implement into my life myself. I don't, this is a real life. This is really what I've done. I went from having cancer, HEDS, hormone from hell, losing hair, okay, couldn't sleep. My hair was thinning. I like glumps and glumps of hair came out. I need to style it right now, so it's not a really good example. It needs to be washed. But I went from hormone hell, just like anybody else, HEDS, cancer, 5 miles, I was diagnosed 5 miles, and PTSD. And I found out correcting these imbalances was way simpler than I was making it. It didn't have to be so damn complicated. And that's what I'm here to guide y'all through and help you with. I gained weight from hell. Still losing weight, still toning, still trying to get back to my body. But it's like everything that I was doing before, not only did it stop working, but it seemed to have been making things worse because I changed seasons in my life, because my body changed. It shifted when I went into menopause, and I needed to know what that shift was, what that meant, and what my body needed and what it didn't need, that I needed to get rid of, and what I needed to incorporate. And the decoder makes it simple, okay? Go to the decoder, body decoder, go through the whole questionnaire. I mean, look, if you're going to bitch about how long the questions are, you don't need to be there. Just get out of there and don't even go in the first place, because it is in depth. I mean, I'm not asking 5 questions on there and then guessing from there. Better yet than that, you also get to interact with me in there. I have a box in there, a chat box, where you actually get to interact with me. You actually get to message me. It sends you an AI message at first welcoming you that I actually put together myself, but it'll send automatically because I don't always know when people are taking the quizzes and when they've been in there. And when I get the notification, I read it, and you can message me right away. And I can message you personally, and I will message you personally. Also, within a couple of days, you get results on the spot, and within a couple of days, I go over your results myself, and within a couple of days, I give some my own input. You'll also get like real input from me. Okay, so there's really no reason not to go take it. Just a little bit of your time taking the quiz. If you're not, if you complain about how long it is and you don't want to spend time in there and doing it, then just don't, okay? I'm not the person for you, because I go in depth. I really dig deep. I don't do surface shit. I'm not about surface shit. Look, I can say, hey, I got a quick fix for you. Let me just fix you up. Let me give you 3 steps. You're gonna be perfect after 3 steps. I'll be fucking lying. Okay? I'd be fucking lying to y'all. I don't want to lie to you. I want y'all to have real outcome. I want your life to change. I want you to feel amazing. I want you to go from what I went from, feeling like shit, not wanting to get out of bed, body hurting, weight loss from hell, just like crazy weight loss, feeling like hot flashes that especially during the summer and at nighttime when I was trying to sleep, like every freaking 20 minutes I was having hot flashes, blankets on, blankets off. I want you to go from all this chaos and balance, feeling like you're 100 damn years old when you're fucking 40 or 50, to being 50 years old and ready to go do that. I'll do my grandkids. Okay? Because I enjoy life and I feel like doing these things and I want to do these things, and I want you there. I want you to want to do it. I want you to feel like it. I want you to anticipate it. I want you to go to bed at nighttime ready to snuggle and sleep soundly and wake up and thinking about why you're going to sleep. Oh, I can't wait till tomorrow, but I'm going to cuddle right now. I'm going to sleep right now, but boy, I'm ready for my day tomorrow. Wake up going, let's do it. Let's do it, okay? I want you to be there. That's where I want you to be, all right? But it starts with knowing your body. It starts with knowing your imbalances. So that's where I suggest you go. It's just as simple as that. And find out which will support you better. Tincture? Tea? Lifestyle change? All the above? I promise it's all the above. Definitely change your lifestyle. I mean, tea? Great. Tinctures? Great. But not quick fixes, y'all. You can drink all the tea you want, and you'll take all the tinctures you want, but if you don't make the changes, eventually neither one is going to work anyways, and then you're going to blame the herb, and you're going to blame the tinctures. Real changes, simple. Simple fucking changes, y'all. It ain't gotta be complicated. Let's not make this complicated. Okay, let's not make this complicated. And I think everybody wants quick fixes and thinks everything's complicated if it's not a quick fix. If it's not a quick fix, it must be complicated. And I don't have time. I gotta go to work. I got 10 kids. I got to go to work. I got a house to clean. I got a garden to do. I got this and that. I have 4 kids, by the way. Okay, they're raised now, but this lifestyle changed with the 4 kids. I get it. I get it. Okay? Truly. I do. But it doesn't have to be complicated. That's the point. It doesn't have to be complicated. Let's not make it complicated. I can't drive that home anymore. So listen, I'm going to let y'all go. Leave a comment. And decoder is in comments and in the description. Let's do it. So is joining my school. Y'all have a blessed day.